Man, make sure my posture's good, bro. Look good sitting right here. All right, man. What's good, y'all? My name is Eric King, aka Thatsneakerking, and we're here chilling today with the one and only Nico, aka Dominion Souls. Shout out to Nico.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for coming through,
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Coming showing love always. And I can't go without introducing the man behind the camera. Shift Sneakers back there, aka Joe Lewis of SD. Say what's up to the good folks.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, man, we're here and we just having a good time, man. Connecting with people at SD, sneakerheads of SD. And it's always nice to be able to set up and just connect with people that have love for sneakers. You know, sneakers is like very saturated market right now, you know, and people are hopping into the wave of shoes and they don't really know much history behind shoes or really know like just a lot of stuff about shoes. It's just a whole generation of shoes, like sneakers, and the culture of it is just changing.
Facts.
So it's cool to connect with people that have like really been collecting for themselves versus like just getting a shoe and just ready to make some money off of it, you know?
Yup.
Yeah, so
Agreed.
Yeah, man. How's your experience been just jumping into sneakers? Like, what was your first love for sneakers that you remember happening?
Shoot, man, it's been a long time. One memory I can share is I'll never forget the first pair of Jordans that I ever bought that I can remember.
Yeah.
Was the 2002 College Blue 17s.
Oh, okay.
I'll never forget, you know, going into the store with moms and, you know, they still had my size at the time. And that's when I actually just started playing basketball. So I was like, oh, I need some new hooping shoes, you know, what's out there? And at the time, that's when my brother Roman was getting into shoes himself.
Yeah.
And so I seen him with Jordans, so I was like, man, maybe I should cop some Jordans, you know?
That's tight.
And then next thing you know, walked into Foot Locker, saw them on the shelf. They were the newest and latest Jordans that came out. And I had to get them.
That's tight.
And no joke, yeah, mom's was just like, how much they cost? It's a pretty penny, but, you know, whatever makes me happy, right?
Nah, that's tight. That's tight. And that's cool because then it's like you're at an age where you can cop shoes and then you can literally just like run them to the ground without even caring. Because you didn't pay for them. So it's like you know what, I'm about to beat the hell out of these. So.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, nah, that's tight. That's tight. You used to hoop, man?
Oh, yeah, I still do.
Okay. You got a little, you dunking on people?
I don't say nothing, I just let my game talk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. We got a baller then. We got a baller then. Hey, Joe be saying he be hitting the 3-point contest. I don't know, he'd be ready, so we might have to do a little pickup game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got the hoop outside. I know they do. You better lace them up right now. Nah, that's cool though, man. That's hella cool. So, you got your first pair of sneakers. Was it like, were you taking care of them, or was it like you were hooping in them, playing street hoops, you were on a team just balling in them, or how do you feel about them? You were just running them down?
I'm not gonna lie, like even before I started collecting shoes, I would always clean my shoes. I always wanted to look clean myself. Yeah. But once I got into Jordans or into collecting shoes, no joke, I would be disciplined enough to clean them almost every day if I could.
Oh, okay. So
I would come home, I would wipe the bottoms, I run it under the sink, like under the water faucet, clean the bottoms, and then they would be fresh for the next day. Like,
yeah,
even if I hooped.
You already knew.
Yeah, even if I hooped, I'll make sure I clean them,
and
then I'll have grip on the floor the next day.
That's tight. That's tight. So you say you had an older brother that was collecting them. Yeah, that's cool. It's like, I feel like it was my cousin for me.
Okay.
Like, really, because there's always like somebody older where you in your family or something, you see them just having sneakers all the time. So he used to have Iversons. That was his thing. Iverson was his favorite player. So I got the step over Iversons, and I was hyped. I recently got those too, but I was so happy when I got them. And he used to have the red Iversons, like the red and white ones, and I was just like, man. He used to clean them all the time too, so I was like, man, I need me a pair of those, man. And I was like a little kid in elementary. My mom had me wearing like, I had Air Forces, you know, but at the same time we was wearing like fucking Airwalk, like Payless shoes, like just whatever beaters. So by the time you finally get some Christmas money or some like birthday money, you actually invest in some shoes. So
facts.
Yeah, them Iversons is what hooked me in for sure, for sure.
I mean, during that time, I would say Iversons were huge. Besides, you know, Jordans, right? Iversons, Tracy McGrady's, Adidas.
Penny Hardaway's was
Penny
Penny
Hardaway's, like that era right there. And the crazy thing is that they're all retroing now, right? Within the last couple of years.
That is crazy.
Besides like the pennies recently, I mean, I've seen like Tracy McGrady's on the shelf.
Yeah.
Last year when I was in Chicago, sad to say, but the Iversons were all on the shelf.
I mean, I could see it. They just came with so many Iversons, like random, like remake of Iversons, like these answer or question ones. Yeah. So it's like it's a lot going on. You know? They're trying to like stay relevant, and it's cool though. Like that era of players is like still able to like push the market, like influence the market that kind of way. Yeah. Which makes you curious, like, you know, may he rest in peace, but Kobe, you know, they're like trying to redo his shoes and like retro his through DeMar DeRozan. Right. So like that's gonna be interesting when they start doing that kind of stuff.
I'm pretty excited to see what they come up with. I mean, they already came up with, you know, so many different colorways, whether it's DeMar DeRozan or even Booker. You know, stepping on the court.
Yeah, no, for sure. Who's your favorite player right now,
man? I couldn't say a favorite player, but
the Bronny.
I couldn't say a favorite player. I have favorite players.
Okay, yeah, no, I get that.
I got like a top 3, top 5.
Okay, top 3.
Top 3. We go with my man Devin Booker, Zach LaVine, and Paul George. And the reason, like, why, right? The reason why...
You gotta explain.
The reason why those are my favorite players is because the style, like, their swag on the court, like, everything they do, that kind of reflects on, like, how my game is. Like, no matter, like, if they shoot a 3, take it to the hole, or just, like, a mid-range jumper, they can do it all, and they do it smooth. Like, they got the move.
For sure, there's some ballers. I used to like really be like keep up with PG, you know, but I'm a Lakers fan, so it hurts. It hurts a little right now, you know.
So like maybe when he was on the Pacers, then you were.
I was like, oh, he's that guy, you know. He's tight. Nah, he's a baller though. You like have to respect game.
You know, because as much as he's a Clipper, like. You still gotta respect the man, and it's like, man, like, that dude's cold. Like,
for sure, and then there's some ballers. Some ballers. Yeah. You hop on 2K? You be playing the games at all or anything like that?
I'll be honest, I haven't. It's been a while. You know, having a normal job, or having a job on the daily, having a business on the daily, and then family. You know what I mean?
Important, man. You gotta handle your shit.
It's time.
You gotta handle your shit. Yeah. So when did your transition of like collecting turn into selling shoes? Like,
I mean, buy sell trade has always been there, right? Yeah. Even since like I started collecting shoes in 2003, 2004. I feel like it's always been there. But what I can say is that it didn't get serious, I'd say, until I want to say until I started my page where I started sharing content. Yeah. And I started Dominion Souls back in 2020. It wasn't until then. Yeah, it wasn't until then until I actually created myself as a brand. Not only a collector, but you know, made myself as a brand, and then made an LLC, and boom.
That's awesome, bro. That's so awesome. And that's the
Thank you.
power of, you know, just the love of something.
Right.
And it's crazy, like, I didn't realize how, like, just big collectors are in general. Like, we have, like, plant collectors. We got, like, Funko Pop collectors.
Yeah.
Like, people really love their stuff, you
Right.
know? And now social media is so big, it's like, you can share your love for these things with other people,
Yeah.
and they just
Yeah.
kind of show love to what you, like, what you're passionate about. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So
No, that's very
awesome,
true.
man. That's awesome. How many pairs of shoes you got in your collection? If you had to give an estimate number.
Man, I was last year. I had moved back to San Diego from Chicago.
Mhm.
When I was in Chicago, man, living out there, it's kind of hard being a collector because so many people sell Jordans out there
Really?
that it's just like, man, like, and for good prices too, because I just feel like everybody has Jordans there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you look on
imagine.
OfferUp, you look on Facebook Marketplace, there's always a steal, and it's just like, man, should I get these? And it's like, well, you're not gonna find them anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm from San Diego. It's like you're not gonna see these in San Diego, so it's like, oh, I gotta get them.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think in Chicago I had over 200 pairs.
Oh shit.
And this is not only Jordans, but this is Nikes. These are, I was collecting Collegium, which is a new brand.